So for today's lesson, we are going to make an umbrella. Starting off, you can see, first of all, that I just did it on a half sheet of paper. I've noticed those of you that are turning in your art that some of you are doing it on like construction paper, some of you are doing on regular computer paper, and some of you are doing like a notebook paper, and everyone is doing such a great job. I'm really proud of you guys. But I also wanted you to maybe kind of take the time and reduce your size, and that might help you with your coloring and things like that, because I know sometimes it can get really tedious if I expect you to draw something really big that takes up a lot of room. Then you're going to be there all day coloring. It's a lot easier if you had watercolor to paint it or something like that. So it is your choice if you want to use a full-size sheet of paper, or if you just want to use like a half sheet. So I went ahead and folded this in half, so that way I'm going to use a half sheet, and pretty much moving forward that is the case. The purpose of these assignments are, since we're not together, is to make sure that you're understanding those things I'd be teaching you in school, which right now are about our lines, okay? So for right here, this example, we can see we did a curved line, and then we did this line here, which we call a zigzag line, okay? It goes up and down, up and down, up and down. And we've talked about this in class, where it's really important that we take the time to go up and down, and not like this really fast, and then there's a million zigzags, and then we're not going to be able to pull our lines up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. Maybe yours has 8, maybe yours has 6, I don't know, but it should not have like 25. Okay, so make sure you're thinking about what you're doing as we go around doing that. You can see here that there's also a curved line, and then this was just a wavy line. We call that a wavy line, where it goes up and down and up and down. And the same thing with that. If we just go like that a bunch of times really close together, we're gonna end up with a million lines on our umbrella. So make sure you're really thinking about it. And then here we have a straight line and a straight line. And doing these kind of things is, a lot of times when we're young, we think, okay, there's an umbrella and then there's a pole. And so when we think that there's a pole, we just draw a straight line. But the pole is actually a shape. It has a right side and a left side, and then we want to be able to fill it with color. So remembering that when we're drawing, that we're not just drawing a line, we're actually creating a shape, okay? And then the same thing here, it's kind of like a U shape that doesn't go all the way up, or maybe a J that doesn't go all the way up this way. You can look at it however you want, but again, they're just curved line, straight line, curved line, straight line. Okay, and then we added some little raindrops with some little details in there. There's not a lot to the project. It's a little bit more simple, because I really want you to focus on controlling your lines and making sure your lines have a purpose, and that your lines are all going to the same location. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do an example with you, and what I like to do is I'm going to find the middle of my paper, and then I'm going to come over here to the left, okay? And I'm going to start, and I'm going to go way up high, almost touching it, and then come back down, okay? So I made a curved line going way up high and coming back down, okay? So now from here, I'm going to choose what kind of lines I want on my umbrella. Any kind of lines you choose. We're right down here with the wavy or the zigzag, or any of that kind of stuff. So for the purpose of this, I'm going to go ahead and do my wavy, wavy, wavy. And so see how I'm kind of making the big U shapes, not fast and not really close together. So these are things that are really important, that you're taking your time so you can understand. And I put the little oval here at the top of my umbrella, and this is going to be my meeting point for all of my lines that I'm going to create. They are going to meet right here at this oval, okay? So I'm going to start here, and I am going to go up, 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 and start to curve and touch. So I didn't go straight. The line went up, and then it curved, okay? Because we're remembering that we have to go up and curve around, because that's how the umbrella is, okay? So if I just went like this and went straight, I'll put a pencil here. If I just went like this and drew a straight line, well, where is this line gonna go? It's gonna go straight there, but then where's this line gonna go? It's gonna go straight there and straight there, and hopefully there would be no overlapping, but we wanna make sure that we're keeping the shape of the umbrella, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and come back on this side and up and over and meet. Okay, so I'm going to go up and over and meet, up. And you can see when I go up, I'm not really going, I would say this is halfway, so I'm not quite going halfway, but maybe almost halfway before I start curving my line. Okay, sorry I stopped, so that looks a little different. And then up and up. Okay, so again, taking your time is really important. When we're young, we're all fast. Take your time, okay? So, sorry, I have some glue on there. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to draw our pole, and we're going to go straight down with a straight line and straight down with a straight line, okay? And we need to leave enough room for our handle. This is the part that we hold on our umbrella. And then I'm going to do a straight line, and I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to make a U shape, and I'm going to stop it short and not go all the way up. I'm going to go over and connect those lines, okay? So again, this project is really simple, but it does require thinking and taking your time. From here, you can add raindrops if you wish, okay? Theoretically, these raindrops are going to be in front of the umbrella or behind the umbrella, because if I'm holding up an umbrella, there should be no raindrops under the umbrella. So this is actually like in front of or behind. All right. And then you can color and do as you choose to your umbrella, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and make one more, one with the zigzag lines. And so because I folded my paper in half, I'm just going to turn it over. For these examples, I actually did them in pencil, and then I outlined it with a Sharpie before I started to color them, okay? So that is always up to you, the medium you use, especially because you're at home. Got all this glue stuck on here. Because you're at home, and I know we all have different materials, okay? So remember, we're gonna find the middle of the paper, come over to the left, and go up and around, and stop, okay? And now I'm gonna do my zigzag line. I'm gonna go up and down, up and down, up and down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, and it did get wider and shorter, and that's okay because I'm just trying to make sure I fit it in there. Try your very best, okay? So now we're gonna make our oval at the top, and then I'm going to bring my line up, up, touch, up, over, touch, up, over, touch, up, touch, up, and up, okay? Remembering that all of our lines should actually try to touch in the same exact spot, okay? And then I'm gonna make my pole, which is a line and another line because we're creating a shape. And then I'm gonna do a straight line, a U shape that goes almost to the top, not quite, over, and back down, okay? So from this point, you can add designs to your umbrella if you wish on the two examples that I did. I'm pretending that it's raining love everywhere. If you wish to do it like with cool colors or warm colors, that is up to you. Here I use 3 colors. Here we just use 2 colors. This pole is brown, this pole is gray, this is brown, this is black. It's completely up to you what you do. Maybe you want to make, you know, some designs on your umbrella to give yourself a little something extra to color in to make it a little bit more personalized. That would be nice, okay? So again, no right, no wrong. It's focusing on your lines, understanding how they curve, and how art is nothing but shapes and lines, and how we can connect them, and how 2 lines create a shape, and all of that, okay? So For this, I used crayon. I told you on these, I used pencil and outline with Sharpie. Any mediums that you have at home, remember that mediums are markers, crayons, colored pencils, any of those kind of things. So it's completely up to you. So this is your lesson for the week, and happy creating.